Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 10. We're in the double digits. I am in the double digits. I'm so excited about that. So, welcome to day 10 of my challenge. Yes, as we all know, it's still untitled. I guess that it should just be the untitled challenge because who knows. Anyway, I'm really excited to share today's breakfast with everyone. Eggs and bacon can get pretty old, but last night, I really started craving an omelet just fully loaded with bell pepper, tomato, Canadian bacon, onion, mushrooms, and cheese. So that's what I'm going to be making today. Now, I'm still working on, the flipping of it. And excuse this is all sweat from my 5 mile walk that I just finished. And I'm very happy that I got up and got that done so early. Anyway, still working on my flipping when it comes to the omelet. So we're going to just kind of see how this goes. The objective is an omelet. What happens is going to be a surprise. So I've got just a smaller pan here, and I am going to be putting quite a bit of butter in there. I'm going to be making just 2 eggs in my omelet. I am not adding any sort of milk. And a lot of people tend to crack their eggs into a bowl, scramble them together, and then pour them into their pan. And again, if you're familiar with my channel and my cooking, I prefer the least amount of dishes, the least amount of effort, the least amount of everything. So I'm probably going to just crack my eggs in the pan and scramble them somehow that way. Per the norm, it's a mystery. I am also making some homemade salsa today, and we'll be posting a video on that, so stay tuned. That is such a simple thing to make. So I'll be making that and showing that later on my YouTube channel, and then later I'll be making dinner as well with these mushrooms and a homemade low-carb gravy. But we'll get into all that later. All right, so I've got my pan nice and buttered here. And this is on almost a medium heat. I really don't want it too high. And I'm going to salt and pepper this now. And then on this back burner here, got some bacon left over from yesterday that I will probably end up eating at some point today. But I also have some Canadian bacon or ham that I'm going to be cutting up, and it is still just a little bit frozen. It is already cooked, so that's not a problem. But I am going to heat that up, cut it up, and get the vegetables kind of started in there in just a second, because the bell peppers and onions that I'm adding is mostly bell pepper. So I've got a washed tomato that I will be adding to that. And I'm actually turning the omelet down even further, all the way to low. And I'm going to save this half of the tomato for the salsa that I'm going to make in a bit. Now I do want to check on this omelet. I cannot stand when my eggs are brown. So that is just a major no. So it looks really nice and white the way I want it. Again, turned it down to a low heat, and I'm just going to allow it to cook. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. All right, so we've got our tomatoes ready. I'm going to turn on this back burner to a medium heat. Oh, I'm going to cut some mushrooms. That's what I was going to do. And I did wash these mushrooms as well. This omelet is going to be exploding with deliciousness. Now, keep in mind, if you make an omelet, you can add whatever you'd like to it. Whatever sort of veggies you fancy. All right, let's check out this omelet. I think it is ready to be flipped. Ha. All right, I am so proud of myself. So again, no brown. I cannot stand when my eggs are brown. It's starting to a little bit, so it's good that I flipped it. And again, just turning it really, I turned it even further closer to off. So it's cooking on a very low heat right now. Again, this back burner is on. I just wanted to get this ham heated up, and I'm going to get it cut up as well right now. Now, I do feel that the vegetables tend to get watery, like they start to produce their own water. And so I don't want like a soggy omelet per se. I do want my vegetables to be pretty firm when I put them in my omelet. So I'm going to quickly just put them all in this pan back here. that smells so good. So again, we've got bell peppers, mushrooms, tomatoes, a little bit of white onion, red onion. Did I say mushrooms? I think that's everything. So now let's check on this omelet. And that's the other side of it, so it looks good. What I'm now going to do is just flip it back over. I'm turning that back burner off that had the veggies in it and setting it aside. Let me just move all this around. There we go. I need the cheese to make sure it holds all of this stuff inside of it. And when I mention that the veggies start to produce their own water, that's what I'm talking about. And I don't want that, so I'm going to try and drain it off. It's more like a giant taco, veggie ham taco. All right, anyway, I'm going to still add more cheese. And there we have the beast of an omelet there. Oh my God, I'm starving and I can't wait to eat. So I did want to also mention that I did test for ketosis again today, or ketones in my urine, and it's still pretty high up there, which is good. I'm going to show you guys that. It is day 10. I just finished my 5-mile walk. It is 9:20 a.m. and testing for ketones. I feel pretty confident I'm right there. I would prefer to probably be in that range, but you know, I'm okay with being there. And also, oh, I was so thirsty last night and this morning, so I've really been pushing water. That was a goal for me to do this week. And so I know, like, I just wanted to say I've been thirsty ever since yesterday. But one other thing I noticed yesterday, day 9, was a very sweet taste in my mouth. And I also want to bring up that I'm currently at 23 hours, 13 minutes of fasting. And so almost 24 hours, almost a 24-hour fast. But I'm going to break it by eating this beast of an omelet. I'm so excited to eat. And then I'm going to take a bath. And then at some point, I'm going to be making dinner with you all. So I'll see you back here. So my ultimate plan was to more or less showcase breakfast and dinner in this video. However, I'm just going to post this video separately and then do a second video for dinner. But I also wanted to just say that when doing a low carb diet, one of the things that I've always had on a low carb diet and continued to lose weight and still get my coffee fix would be doing a cafe latte, breve, so you're using half and half, and that is a really important part. Breve means half and half. And and then tons of whipped cream. So for me, I don't count whipped cream on the low carb diet, mainly because I'm sure, as you guys can see from how I eat, I keep my carbs really low and pretty much only source them from vegetables, and whatever else may have the carbs in it. But again, as you can see, my carbs are coming from veggies. I'm not eating any artificial sweeteners. I'm not, eating anything that really has carbs in it, aside from naturally. I guess I'm having trouble explaining that, but I hope you all get the gist of it. If not, ask me questions down below. But anyway, so yes, a cafe latte breve with whip. I always do extra whipped cream. Something else I'll do every now and then is throw in a sugar-free flavor. I'm not fond of the sugar-free stuff at all, so that's really just kind of a treat if I do happen to do that. But just wanted to share this other little tip with you all so that you can still get your coffee fix. And remember, breve is the key there. It has less carbs than milk, and it really improves the texture. It tastes really good. So if you happen to try one, let me know down in the comments what you think about it and if it was enough to get you your coffee fix. With that being said, again, I'll be posting a separate video for dinner this evening. And as always, thank you all so much for your time.